You're listening to Women Sipping on Life with Dr. Shannon. If you're thirsty for inspiration, hope, certainty, abundance, movement, purpose, health, and love, then it's time to stop drowning in your life and start sipping on it. You've made the right decision to tune in because we got nothing but smooth sailing from here.
Well, hello, dear soul. Welcome back to the program. This is Dr. Shannon, founder of WomenSippingOnLife.com and author of the best-selling 12 Engagements of Becoming the Great Lover of Your Life. Date yourself well, and welcome back. Today we're talking about this, now and next. That's right, my dear, now and next. So today I spent almost the entire day preparing for my upcoming camp, my live 4-day event, CAMP, which stands for Certainty, Abundance, Movement, Purpose, and I could not be more excited about this, okay? So I spent the day preparing and getting everything ready and preparing all the small little details and the large details and getting everything ready to go and reaching out to people. And it was one of those days of just incredible productivity and lots of people that I spoke with today. And what came up for me throughout the day was this memory and these memories of all the incredible campers that I've worked with over the years and going back to the very first, the original camp that I had back in, I believe it was 2000. It was either 2000 or 2001. And let me tell you, it was such an incredible experience. And since then, we've had other camps and now preparing for this one, which is really the biggie. I mean, this is going to be the camp of all camps. Why? Because I'm not the same person I was back then. However, there's still a part of me that's the same person I was back then, almost 2 decades ago. My heart and soul, my heartbeat, my purpose, my passion, it's remained constant, however, bigger than ever. The seed and the vision has been there for years and years. So as I'm preparing for this camp and I'm thinking about the certainty, the abundance, the movement, the purpose, where we were, where we came from, where we are today, and where I personally have come from, and where I am today, and the evolution process, the growth process of becoming and watching this vision unfold. And what's so interesting is you would think, after 18 years, and there have been a lot of gaps in there for me. My vision remained the same, but I wasn't always able to walk in that, okay, due to a lot of things that were going on. And really, it was like refining fire. I was in some refining fire. However, as I've told you many times as well, for many years, I was also in a holding pattern, licking my wounds from divorce, licking my wounds from betrayal and hurt and devastation and all those things. I could put all the labels on it. But it basically was a victim mentality, telling the same story over and over again and expecting a different result. Simply not going to happen, right? So today I was thinking about it and really looking at the now of what is. And I landed on this topic of now and next. Because in the last few days, I've had the opportunity to speak with dear souls that are really going through some stuff. Really like rubber hitting the road, refining fire, like it's a battle. And because we've been talking about it the last couple of days in the podcast, fight for yourself and then fight for your B cause, right? What is your B cause? And then getting to a place where all of a sudden the S is hitting the fan and you are like face down and you are at your lowest low. So as these women have reached out to me and they're like, this is what's going on and now what? I've responded and I've said okay, you have now. We're not even going to look at now what, because now what does not look really encouraging, and now what seems extremely scary, right? So what about focusing right here in the now and really looking at now and next? Because there comes a time in all of our lives when it is like we have to make a decision. We are at a T in the road. We are at the edge of the cliff. And we're not going to jump, but we have to choose. Are we going right or are we going left? You, my dear, are you going right or are you going left? Are you going to take the path that's right for you or are you going to leave yourself? Are you going to leave yourself and leave it all and say, you know what, I'm giving it all up because I never expected that this would happen? Well, you know what? It's the unexpecteds in life that allow us to go so much deeper than what we thought would or should or could happen, and actually find out and discover what's really there, the next. And to find out and discover what is really there in the now, to create the next. Really, there comes a time when we have to say, all right, this is now, it's time for next. But oftentimes we sit here and we just keep asking ourselves, now what, now what, now what? To which I would respond to you and I would say this, start with now, why? We've talked about it, your big reason, or even, it doesn't even have to be a big reason. It can be simply like, hey, I'm going to put one foot in front of the other, but this is why I'm not quitting, okay? This is why I'm choosing to keep moving. This is why I'm choosing to stand. This is why I'm choosing to be here in the now, right? Because otherwise, if you're not here now, you're going to be nowhere. But you have to be right here, right now, asking yourself now, why? And then from there, what now? What now? Not now what now? And then from there, now, when? When? And guess what? There's no greater when than now. And there's no greater way to go to next than now. Taking a step from now into next changes everything. Now when? Guess what? Now next. Now next. And really, then you ask yourself, but how? Right? But how? How am I going to do this? Well, this is what I would say to you, my dear. Now and now. Now plus now. It's like 1 plus 1. Guess what? 1 and 1 does not equal 2. It equals 11. Now plus now. The now next movement is absolutely catapulted and absolutely fueled by the now and now. What are you willing to do right now and now to move from now to next? Only you can answer that for yourself, my dear, because we get so caught up in the now what or the how, and that can feel absolutely overwhelming, and it can feel like you're drowning, and it can actually feel like it's overcoming you. Instead, my dear, instead of drowning in this thing, you can begin to sip on it, and you can actually overcome by becoming in the process of now and now, moving from now to next. I sure hope this helps you today. I know this has helped me time and time and time again. It's helped so many of my clients. Stay focused in the now. Take the next step. Now and next. So please grab your Sacred Soul Date Journal, your daily action to engage yourself. And today's Sacred Soul step is this. Write down what you see right here in the now. What does your now look like? Write down a snapshot of what your now looks like. And then write down the word next. What would your next step look like in the now? Write it down and commit to taking it today. And not only commit to doing it, but simply do it, my dear. Simply take that step today. Thank you for being brave, even though you don't feel like it. Stand, my dear, and take the next step. Thank you so much for being here, and I'll look forward to sipping on life with you again tomorrow. This is Dr. Shannon, inspiring minds that want to know and hearts that want to grow so you can love you, your life, and your life's work well, one sip at a time.
Thanks for listening to Women Sipping on Life with Dr. Shannon. Please tune in again tomorrow for another sip of life, and invite your best girlfriends to join in. We'd love it if you give us a rating and review in iTunes and subscribe. For more inspiration and life-giving content for souls like you, go to womensippingonlife.com today.